last forever. Take me back to when we were kids and didn't care if we were acting stupid, cause all we had was us. If I close my eyes and think about us, I can see the person I know I should be. Cause honestly, I don't have no time to waste. I'm trying to come back to you, because now I see we were meant to be.
Hello and welcome to the channel. Welcome here in Umoja. My name is Dennis Uhuru. Another week, guys, another video. I hope you guys have been good. You guys have been okay. Myself, I've been keeping on. It's been a normal week. Now, in today's video, I want to do a number of things. The first of which is I'm planning that if I'm able to get my hands on Nyau the cat, then I'll wash that cat. I think it's long overdue that I wash her. She's not very clean. So if I'm able to get my hands on her, I'll wash her. Apart from that, let me just switch my hands. My camera is very heavy, So apart from that, I'm planning to show you guys a website I've been working on. This website is in the construction niche. So those of you that are planning to do construction projects, maybe you're planning to build a house, or you're planning to, buy a house, or you're just interested in the architect and the construction niche, perhaps you're an architect yourself, then perhaps you'd like to stick around and see this website. The other thing is, there's a gentleman I met recently while just taking a walk in the estate, and he told me he's a fan of the channel. He enjoys the content, and he promised me that he has a sort of like a keyboard in his house that he doesn't use, a keyboard for the computer. One that has RGB lighting and all these things. And he said, Dennis Uhuru, the Freedom Boy, I'd like to gift you that keyboard. So I'll also see how to fit that into the video. I haven't picked the keyboard yet, but that gentleman lives in Umoja, so I'll see how to talk to him to have the keyboard delivered to me. Apart from that, I'll also be telling you one or two stories as usual. I think it's time to chew something. I want to make breakfast, so let's do that and then see how the video goes.
May you always find your way to higher ground. May you always keep your head held up high. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Just the sight of you when I'm at my weakest point makes a world of difference, so you make me strong. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Ordering a cup of love, feel it rising up and above. You will always keep my heart and soul strong. You're the first thing in the morning and the last.
Yes.
Baby, you're my future and you are my past.
Alright.
Pretty little thing.
My work table is a bit of a mess, but that cannot stop agriculture from continuing in Mesopotamia, To think that Dennis Uhuru, the Freedom Boy, is having breakfast with bread and eggs. This is what dreams are made of, They used to lie to us in high school that we should study very hard because one day in future, when we have succeeded, we will be able to have bread with butter on both sides. That's what they used to tell us. They didn't tell us the truth. You should have seen the look on our faces, man. Our eyes lit up with the joy of unrealized dreams in the future. Dreams of having bread with butter on both sides. And coming from those talks, the class went quiet and everyone took out their biology and chemistry textbooks, and preps got underway and people read as if their lives depended on it. Oh my goodness. Anyways, welcome to breakfast, guys. Bread and a bit of eggs that refused to turn around. You guys saw how I tried to flip it, eh? I tried to flip it, but it refused to be flipped. Let me chew this breakfast, guys, and then talk to you.
More moments later.
Nyau is back, so very quickly I want to prepare some water and then we want to get this done. So let me close the doors and all the windows, and then let me prepare myself as well, because I have to put on a mavin, you know, put on everything so that Nyau doesn't scratch me.
A few moments later.
Right, guys, so I've locked Nyau in the house. I just want to fetch a bit of water here. These days the sun is very hot, so at least it's not the cold months, so the water won't be very cold to frighten the cat. Eh? The only thing I need to do is put on a trouser and my specs, and then we'll be good to go. Very nice. Relax now, Nyau, relax. 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 It's pole, 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 Nyau. Nyau, ngoja, Nyau, relax. Pole, pole. You need to be washed. You need... Nyau! Relax. Relax, Nyau. Hey. Let me sing you a song. Let me sing you a song. Sina makosa fande, uniwie radhi, nimetoka kuimba. Wait, na kitambulisho mi sina, nimepoteza wallet na sijanunua ingine, na sijakataa kosa nililofanya, sijakataa kitambulisho sina, sijakataa, chini nimeshaketi, usiniseti, usiniseti afande, usiniseti afande. Nimebaki tu kidogo, nimebaki tu kidogo, nimebaki tu kidogo, kidogo tu, alafu utakuwa msafi. Natambua kwamba unakosa ulilofanya, kitambulisho ndia una, nikufanyeje? Mapato yangu ni madogo, nategemea kidogo, ni kazi yangu, urilangu. Hujakataa kosa ulilofanya, hujakataa chini umeshaketi, hujakataa kitambulisho una, nitakuseti raia, Fuata sheria. Hey. Sasa ni uso tu imebaki. It's not bad for you, it's good for you. This is not a death sentence. Na siku hizi jua inawaka mzuri, sasa utakuwa sawa kabisa. Okay? Let me get water to rinse. Yeah.
I get a little bit breathless. My thoughts are too big.
Let me get water and rinse
Can
you.
I get some comfort, please?
Usiingie kwa nyumba.
I guess I should have been honest.
Ngoja. Now.
In my heart.
Wait, come back.
Down, baby.
Come back. I need to rinse you.
I'm like a river.
Nyau.
It's overflow. The sooner
Nyau.
you know it, the less do we hurt.
Nyau.
Let
Nyau.
me speak the truth.
Nyau.
I know.
Oh, yes. But at least we've watched a little bit. At least, you know, this is the first time. We will continue doing this for a bit of time. You know, I think the third or fourth time, she will have gotten used to the idea. Oh my goodness. That was a hassle. That was a hassle. Ladies and gentlemen, today is the next day. It's about that time. I want to show you this website in the construction niche that I've been working on for the last about 3 weeks. Right, so what's the name of this farm? It is called Sabrima Homes. And the first thing I thought was, Sabrima, what does that bring to mind? And I thought along the lines of something fresh, something light, something beautiful. I'm not saying that is what Sabrima means. That is just what it evoked in my mind, of course. And I was thinking along those lines when I was taking on this project. And by the way, the client is really pleased with how the website turned out. It's a very beautiful website. So let's have a look at it. Sabrima Homes. This farm, based in Kenya, of course, is a farm that provides services in design, construction, and project management. As a trusted leader in Kenya's design and construction industry, we combine creativity, technical expertise, and a commitment to quality to deliver projects that inspire, endure, and add value. Designing excellence, building trust, managing success. The website, of course, has a dedicated project page, which we will look at later on. Below that, we have a small section with our story that, of course, expands on the company and its offerings. And then we have this section that sort of touches on the 3 main services they deliver, which is, of course, design, construction. This is a project that is currently underway that Sabrima Homes is undertaking, and project management. And then below that, we have a small section with recent projects. We have a multilingual functionality for the website so that those clients that are outside Kenya that would like to benefit from the website and don't understand English can just translate the website very quickly. So say you want to translate the website to French, you just click on French and it translates the entire website or that page that you're on to French. So French people can, you know, experience the website in French. If you are, say, German, you can do the same. Translate the website to German and experience it in German. And back to English. The About page and the Team page, you guys will go through at your leisure. Let us go to what I think is the second most important page on this website, and that is the projects page. You click on the projects page and it opens up this library of all the projects Sabrima Homes is currently able to deliver on. They'll be adding more designs to this library. Say you're looking for a 3-bedroom house, then you will click on 3-bedroom. You click on 4-bedroom houses and you're able to see the same. I'm going to say, man, these are some beautiful architectural drawings. You know, I've never built a house, but I was looking at these houses and I'm just like, man, these are some beautiful, beautiful designs. So each of these projects has a dedicated page. This 1-bedroom house in Naivasha. Oh my goodness, isn't this one beautiful house? Look at that. I dream of a house way out somewhere in the middle of nowhere, where I alone shall sit and listen to the whispers. And then let's go to what I think is the most important page on this website, because the gallery page has these projects in real life. And you're able to look at the design concept and the outcome. And then we have a contact page with which, of course, you can reach out to Sabrima Homes. So those of you that are interested in having websites for your business or for your brands or for yourself, can reach out to me. And like I always say, I can design a website from the ground up like I did with Sabrima Homes, or I can redesign your website that is already existing but which you feel could use a bit of sprucing up. If you're interested in the website design service that I provide, reach out to me on this number and be able to start that discussion and hopefully, design for you a very beautiful website. There's a gentleman in Umoja called Elvis. He's a strapping young man. He told me he works in IT and he's also about the gym lifestyle, When I grow up, I want to be like Elvis, have some biceps, a big chest, Yes, I'll put in a lot of work. He really inspired me in that regard. But more to the point, he said that he had a keyboard in his house that he's not using. And it also has RGB lighting. And it's very clicky as well. And the other thing about this keyboard is that it's a wired keyboard. So it has a wire, it's not wireless. But Elvis also gave me a dongle, to save up on those valuable USB ports on the laptop. So if this keyboard takes up, a USB port, then this dongle is able to replace that valuable USB port real estate. But we'll set it up and see how that looks like. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis, for this beautiful keyboard. I really appreciate the gift. So this week's freedom comment is by one Ronin 254. Congratulations, brother Uhuru, on this tremendous achievement. He's speaking about, I think, 6 years on YouTube that we marked on last week's video. It's our actions that define us as men, and yours is truly that of courage, passion, grit, and focus. Keep soaring, keep inspiring, and keep up with the great content. Thank you very much, Ronin254, for these words. Right, at this juncture, I want to tell you guys an uplifting story. Uplifting because I think enough of us are dealing with heavy stuff, big problematic stuff, and once in a while we need to be lifted. This little girl was born in 1965. Her childhood wasn't very easy, but this little girl was bookish. She liked to read, and for that reason her room was often filled with books. But apart from that, she was just a normal, quiet little girl, right? But at the age of 15, this little girl's mother was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And multiple sclerosis is not an easy condition to manage. This is a condition where the immune system attacks the spinal cord and the brain. So really the two most important, areas of the body. This girl had not had an easy life, but when her mother died, her life took a nosedive. It became even worse. It became even more difficult. But then one day, when this girl of ours now turned into a woman, when she was taking a train to work, an idea for a book occurred in her mind. She came upon a very beautiful idea for a book. At least she thought the idea was beautiful. And so she started working on that idea. She started writing this would-be book. But her life wasn't very easy, and so she decided to make a move, to make a change. And she moved to Portugal to teach English. So she went to Porto in Portugal to teach English, and while there, she met a Portuguese journalist, and the two of them got married or really settled together, and a baby girl was born to them. But the relationship wasn't very easy. The relationship was abusive, and it only lasted 13 months. A single mother, homeless, without a job. Our only option was to depend entirely on welfare, government handouts for those people that were struggling in the society. And what she did is, because she could not afford heating in her house, because it gets very cold over there, what she would do is she'd go with her daughter to local cafes and write in those places. And she kept working on the book up to 1995. In 1995, this woman, finished the manuscript of her first book. And this is where it gets interesting, because remember, this was 1995, before the internet. Right now, if you're an author, there are several ways in which you can approach publishing a book. You can go the self-publishing route, or you can go the traditional route. And the traditional route is by going and approaching publishing firms and houses and asking them to publish your book, submitting your manuscript and hoping that they approve it and give you a book deal and publish your book. So in 1995, the only option this woman had was the traditional route. Go to publishing houses, submit your manuscript, hope they give you a book deal and publish your book. And so this is what this lady did. The first time she submitted her manuscript, she was rejected. And she went to a second publishing house and got rejected again. And she went to the third publishing house and got rejected again. And she went to the fourth publishing house and got rejected again. And she went to the fifth publishing house and got rejected again. On and on and on and on up to the 12th publishing house. She got rejected all through. One time when she was on the verge of giving up, she submitted a manuscript to a publishing firm called Bloomsbury Publishing. And the CEO of Bloomsbury Publishing took that manuscript home, and left it somewhere. And it just so happened that the CEO of Bloomsbury Publishing had an 8-year-old daughter who came by the manuscript and started reading it and fell in love with the story. And because of this 8-year-old, this lady's manuscript got accepted at Bloomsbury Publishing, and it was published, and the rest is history. This woman I'm talking about, this little girl who had a very difficult life, who grew up into a woman with no prospects, you know, and got into an abusive relationship, you know, and became a single mother and depended on government welfare, and, you know, got rejected by 12 publishing houses. This woman's name is none other than J.K. Rowling, the author of the famous Harry Potter book series. And today she is widely considered as the richest author in the world. It is said she has an estimated net worth of $1 billion US. That is the story of J.K. Rowling. Do not despise those humble beginnings. Do not stop believing in that dream that you have. You know, keep working on it. Keep on keeping on. You know, keep going. Keep trying. Who knows, man? Who knows what will become of that dream that you have? That idea that no one else believes in. That is the moral of the story. Right, so up to that point, I think I'll bring the video to a close. If this is your first time to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. And then I'll see you in the next video.